Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Oluwaseyi Grace Fadoju. I'm currently an intern at the Virtually Testing Foundation, intern as an information security administrator. I am tasked on talking about physical health and mental health. And in this video, I'll be taking you through what physical health is, what mental is, and how you can actually manage the two in for a perfect situation, in a perfect state in your day-to-day activities. Alright, thank you as you go with me. What is health? Because you cannot talk about mental health and physical health where we don't talk about what health is. So, according to World Health Organization, they define health as the complete state of physical, emotional, and social well-being, like aside of preventing yourself from diseases and infirmities. That is what health is. So it encompasses everything. It encompasses protecting yourself from diseases, preventing yourself from infirmities, and having a complete state of your mental, your physical, your emotional, and your psychology state. All right. So the physical health. The physical health is actually talking or involves the complete state of your physical system, of your physical situation, or your physical body, of your physical senses. When we're talking about your physical senses, we're talking about your physical activity, your diet, what you eat, everything. Talking about your physical weight. So putting this into consideration and making sure that you protect yourself from diseases, you you work on it, that you elevate from protecting yourself from diseases and infirmities to how you can be physically fit encompasses physical health and mental health. Mental health is defined as a complete state of psychological, emotional, physical states. Like this more with what happens on your brain. How do you think? How do you relate to things? How do you respond to stress? How do you manage people? How do you do in situations where you cannot physically handle it? That you have to use your brain. That is mental health. So the complete state of all these things is definition of what a mental health is. All right, so earlier before I talked about health, I said health encompasses your complete state of physical, your social, everything well-being. Now we cannot define physical health without reminding that okay, there's also something connected to it to make it a good health state. So which is the mental health. So this thing encompasses each other, this thing relates to each other. So for you to have a good health state, then you must put into consideration how to manage the situation. So number one thing you need to do if you want to manage a good health is your diet. What do you eat? How do you feel yourself? What are the food you take in? How do you prepare your food? If this is put into consideration, then you can actually work towards your physical well-being, because diet goes with physical well-being importantly. Like if you eat, you feel healthy, you will not sick. So your physical health is going to be intact. Then the next thing is physical activity. How often do you exercise? How often do you put yourself into as in one or two rigorous exercises just to make sure that okay, your body is better? Sometimes you might feel like you're sick, where I just need exercise, and before you know it, you're fine. Another thing is rest. How often do you rest? So even rest is not only for your physical ability, your physical senses, or your physical well-being. It's also for your mental health. In fact, rest has to do more with mental health, because if you take enough rest, then your productivity level will be high. You know that okay, you're doing something and you can rate yourself compared to if you're just doing things you know. So to have a good physical and mental health, you must rest well. Another thing is your income value. How much are you earning? We've heard a lot of suicide issue where people commit suicide because they don't have money, they cannot feed themselves. So what are things that you do in helping yourself to be able to be financially okay a bit? So you put this into consideration. You cannot just sit down doing nothing and expect that okay, when you don't have money or when you need things you can't afford it, you'll be mentally okay. No, this thing will affect mental health. So this thing is to be put into consideration. Like how are you fostering your health care? How are you being able to manage your finances? You need to put this into consideration so that your mental health too will be safe. And the last thing going to be talking about here is how do you relate with people? That too can affect your mental health. You some people, they are just all good. For no reason, you just see them smiling, happy. There's no way you be calm. even if you have something going through your mind, but the fact that you calm, you're in a situation where you relax yourself, you smile with people, you relate with people, you do things, you manage people well, then mentally there's this way the thing will affect you mentally, that it will release stress for you. But if you are the other way, that you fight any small thing, you disagree, you will not be okay. You'll be disturbed mentally, as in, and if it gets too much, if it's addicted, then you see that okay, any small thing you get angry, you're mentally you feel imbalanced. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you've gotten one or two things about how to manage your mental health, how to do, how to not do, so that your mental, your physical health will always be intact. Thank you once again. Have a good day.